Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Chicago Fire Season 13 may be bringing back its most infuriating villain, but that's a good thing. As infuriating as they are, Chicago Fire Season 13 possibly bringing back a hated villain could be good for its story. Following the intense 2025 One Chicago crossover, Dom Pascal's Firehouse 51 is back on their turf, responding to various calls while also navigating their respective personal challenges. Chicago Fire Season 13, Episode 12 was particularly big for Kelly Severide and Stella Kidd, after they finally decided to start a family through adoption. While the rest of the year can easily be about their narrative, the show also has several other characters whose stories need their time under the spotlight. That includes Violet Mikami, Ambo 61's Pacey, who took over Sylvie Brett when she left the Windy City and moved to Oregon with Matt Casey. Following a harrowing last couple of years for the paramedic, which included the unexpected death of her boyfriend, Chief Evan Hawkins, during a call, and saying goodbye to some of her closest friends, things appear to finally settling down for Violet. While Chicago Fire Season 13 hasn't properly revisited the matter, she is in a new relationship. Unfortunately for her, Violet's life is about to get rowdy again with the possible return of Emma Jacobs. Per the upcoming synopsis for Chicago Fire Season 13, Episode 13, Born of Fire, via Futon Critic, Violet's former nemesis will return. Considering the character's arc in the last few years, no one else fits that bill better than Emma. Read the official brief below. For context, Emma debuted in Chicago Fire Season 10, Episode 17 as a temporary filler for Brett, who flew to Oregon so she could spend time with Matt. While she looked unassuming at first, it was eventually revealed that she was working behind the scenes to get Violet kicked out of Firehouse 51 so she could join the team permanently. Emma came back a few times, even when Chief Bowden and the rest exposed her to create further chaos. She was last seen in Chicago Fire Season 11, Episode 11, when her antics were officially reported to the wider CFD. Ever since Violet and Sam Carver's fight in the Chicago Fire Season 12 finale, things haven't been the same for the pair. Even with Terry out of the picture and Carver back to his usual self, the pair couldn't seem to just rekindle their romance. Granted that Violet is currently seeing someone else, but it isn't serious enough yet for her not to consider getting back together with Carver. Emma coming back and instigating an incident that could put Violet in harm's way could be the push that Carver needs to finally try with her again. It's also worth noting that Carver is well aware of Emma's manipulative tendencies, despite joining Firehouse only after Hawkins died. He was also once her target. Luckily for him, Firehouse 51 rallied behind him and saved him from being booted out of the organization because of Emma's conniving ways. Because of this, he will likely be automatically protective of Violet when her former nemesis shows up for whatever reason in Chicago Fire Season 13, Episode 13. The embers are barely cooling from Season 12, and already rumors are blazing that Chicago Fire Season 13 might reignite an old rivalry by bringing back one of its most notorious villains. Yes, whispers from the Windy City suggest that none other than Chief Anderson could be returning to cause more chaos at Firehouse 51. But before fans groan in frustration, let's explore why his comeback could be exactly what the series needs. The return of Chief Anderson, a spark of conflict. Chief Anderson, last seen in Season 5, left a lasting impression with his ruthless tactics and personal vendettas. His feud with Chief Bowden became legendary, fueled by power struggles and petty grievances. But Anderson was more than just an antagonist, he was a mirror, reflecting the complexities of leadership and moral compromise. Bringing Anderson back could inject fresh tension into the storyline. Firehouse 51 has seen its share of external threats, from arsonists to political scandals, but internal power struggles often deliver the most compelling drama. With Bowden more seasoned than ever, a rematch with Anderson promises fireworks, and perhaps some long-awaited closure, fueling the flames of character development. One of the strengths of Chicago Fire is its ability to blend action with character-driven storytelling. Anderson's return could challenge not only Bowden, but also other beloved characters. Imagine Stella Kidd, now a lieutenant, clashing with Anderson's outdated ideals, or Severide, ever the maverick, going head-to-head with Anderson's authoritarian rule. This confrontation could also spotlight the younger generation at Firehouse 51. How would Ritter, Gallo, or Violet handle the pressure of a leader who values politics over people? Their responses could shape their arcs, pushing them to either break the rules or fight the system from within. Raising the stakes for Firehouse 51. Beyond personal clashes, Anderson's return could bring real consequences. Could he leverage his influence to threaten Bowden's command or dismantle the tight-knit family of Firehouse 51? Perhaps he allies with corrupt city officials, forcing the team to navigate political minefields while still saving lives. Such high-stakes conflicts could restore the edge that longtime viewers crave. Why an infuriating villain is exactly what we need. Fans love to hate a good villain, and Anderson fits the bill. He is infuriating because he is believable, a bureaucrat with just enough power to cause chaos without ever striking a blow. His return would heighten the emotional stakes, making every victory for Firehouse 51 feel hard-earned. Moreover, Anderson's return offers the chance for redemption or ruin. Has time changed him, or will his vendetta against Bowden burn hotter than ever? That uncertainty creates anticipation and fuels debate within the fanbase, igniting nostalgia with new heat. Bringing back a familiar face ties the show's past to its present. Longtime viewers will appreciate the continuity, while newer fans will get a taste of what made Firehouse 51's battles so intense. With Chicago Fire heading into its 13th season, this blend of nostalgia and fresh tension could reignite the series' spark. Conclusion. So while Chief Anderson's return may inspire groans at first, it's exactly the kind of drama that keeps Chicago Fire blazing. His infuriating antics, combined with the resilience of Firehouse 51, promise a season packed with tension, growth, and heart. And who knows? By the time the credits roll, we may find ourselves grateful that Anderson decided to fan the flames once more.